Hello everybody, welcome back to Hades. I went ahead and did some mirror updates real quick off stream, or I guess off video. I just got done streaming, so we're gonna do our little talkie talks with our boy Skeleton Man here. We've already given a gift to Cerberus, which we can get here.
Something new.
So here, this adds 25 total life to our counter.
Okay.
So now we start with 75, if we have
blood
that.
I found in Tartarus. Know what I'm supposed to do with this stuff?
Wouldn't know a thing about it. Definitely doesn't have anything to do with those infernal arms of yours, some of which appear to still be unavailable to you, as I
Yeah, that's true. I don't have the keys, so I'm gonna do a sword here. We're gonna play around with the sword. We have a lot more stuff available to us now, so this might also be the run in which we get something else special, but we'll see here. Yeah, I think it is.
It's Uncle number 2. It's got to be.
Because I think this is where you unlock Poseidon as an available choice.
Ahoy there, little Hades. You recognize your...
Maybe not. Maybe not. We'll take none of these are intensely good for sword, but I think we'll take the dash.
Looks like I caught a big one. The sea should be
But we just got done. I just got done doing some really challenging runs on my stream, so this should be a little bit of a walk in the park. I really enjoy playing this game, but sometimes it's a little daunting whenever you have when you've played so much of it. I'm trying not to burn out on it too much, so I had a little bit of variety in my stuff. I have days where I'll be speed running the game, days where I'll be doing this fresh file, which is today. Hey, look at that. And then days where I'll be trying high heats, and there's just so much to offer in this game, and I'm glad that they can keep it fresh, you know. So I'll be real with you guys. I have won a run entirely using only the stash. So I have a feeling that this run is going to be pretty okay. Seeing the way things explode is really interesting because I don't know. I guess I don't really pay attention to the way that enemies die too much, which may be a fault of my own. We need darkness still, so I'm gonna go for that. I think we don't have any gemstones either. This one's kind of tough. We'll go for the darkness. I think it's only 10, but I don't really feel like fighting an elite here either. What I really want to show up more is the gifts, so that way I can send gifts to my favorite gods.
Time to collect.
It is 10 darkness. Hey, that's actually okay too. I would trade probably her dash for Poseidon, or Poseidon's dash for hers here. But maybe if I can get her special or something.
You want to go?
I have some specific gods and stuff that I want to get my my attack being.
Goddess Athena.
I'm not gonna gift her yet. I'm sorry. I'm trying not. I gotta remember not to skip the dialogue too much for you guys. I'm just not used to it. Now that's giving me a second chance at it. I will probably gift her here because her keepsake's awesome. I really like Athena's boons and like the way that you can play with her. So.
That's what I'm indebted to you, Goddess, for all that you and your side of the family have done for me.
Well, it simply isn't in my nature to allow such offerings to go unanswered, noble cousin. In turn, I wish for you to have this with my compliments.
Thank you.
Lady Athena, thank you. In the name of Hades.
Stronger attack's interesting, but I don't want deflect on just like my primary attack, even though I'm gonna be using it a lot. I want something that has a really high damage percentage increase, and Athena is not that. Or maybe like a crit. If I could crit with it, I would be fine, but I can't. so here we are. We have 189, so shopping's probably viable. Hopefully the hammer's not in here.
I think I hear the river.
The hammer's not in here. I don't want Dionysus on my attack either, so I'm actually going to skip out on him here. I do need keys, so I'll do that instead.
Hey, good to see you out here, mate. Looks as though you've got some fine wares up for sale, don't you?
So a little bit recently, we've been watching Hades in my household. Me and my girlfriend Alex. Or not Hades, Dexter. I'm playing Hades. I'm not the most awake person right now. Just kind of chatting, vibing, you know. But we've been watching Dexter, and like, I watched the show like years ago, probably like 8-9 years ago. Right around the time that the last season came out, I watched the entire thing, and it's really interesting seeing what I remember being a little bit different than what actually happens in the show. Because like we are just starting season 3 now, and out of the 8 seasons, and I remembered the entire second season completely different than what actually happens in it. So there were some parts I was like, I thought this was way later. There were some parts I was like, I thought this didn't happen, or it happened a different way. That's a pretty big percentage increase on that special there. That's another percentage increase on it, so we'll take that, and we'll take the health because I don't have money for shop. But like, it's really interesting how like your perception on things can change over like years, and like how you receive them. I'm way more like actually paying attention to the game now that I'm older. Or the show.
Besides,
okay, Meg, I'm sorry, but you're boring. You're not boring. Having 2 dashes is so nice. I think now there's another character that we can get later now that I have Death Defies available to me. I wish that I had something on my attack right now too, but I don't. But hey, we don't need it if our special just does a billion damage. It's like 150% increase right now.
Got you.
50 darkness too, so that's like we just got 50 darkness, which is what we got in an entire run before. So yeah, I didn't think we could buy anything. Anyway, I'm not using the purging pool until we probably physically have to.
Getting warmer.
But back to the whole talk about things just being different as you get older. Like, I was probably like 16 whenever I watched Dexter the first time, and it's a little weird how different it is. Like, I like how much I'm just not remembering the same, and I have a feeling like I'm gonna find that the things that I thought were gonna happen are gonna happen like at a later point.
Got to hold on.
But I guess that maybe that is because of the show, like I have a poor memory, or I wonder if like more people have that than I think, because
Mark, almost like a batwing. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
I need to stop just running into these in the middle of my sentences.
Service, pleasure. You are the talk of Olympus. Normally I wouldn't get mixed up, but for you, I'll be making an exception. Now come on.
Dash. After you dash, become sturdy. Sure, what? Let's do the cast.
Appreciate the lift, Lord Hermes, sir. Now let's go. All aboard.
So the cast being automatic is really fun if you have specific cast builds going. But right now, I'm pretty sure that's what I need to get my upgrade to hit towards his legendary. Hermes legendary shows up really fast. Like, he only has one item or one boon requirement because he's such a rare. He's like a different type of god, I guess. There's an upgrade on the bear. Ooh. Ooh. I'm doing this. We have like no HP, but ooh, double key. So this is 2 keys since it has since it's a mini boss encounter. Or an elite encounter. Which I don't necessarily know what makes it an elite encounter. But it might just be the amount of enemies in the room because these aren't armored. I mean, that guy is, but he wasn't there whenever I said that. Yeah, I don't know what made that one considered to be an elite room, but it gave me 2 keys out of it, so. Poseidon is pretty good. We'll take another Poseidon and get some upgrades on it. Maybe even, I wouldn't say a Poseidon attack's a great idea. Ooh, this is kind of a rough mini boss for somebody who doesn't have really too much deflect in the build. But killing the Gorgon heads can be a little taxing, especially since it just goes off into the middle of the lethal lava land here. That was a little scary. I had to concentrate up for a second. Let's take Razor Souls. Let's take Razor Souls, and then I will happily take more gifts. I'm gonna need them. I'm gonna need them like crazy. I don't want to have to spend 1.5 billion keys on my stuff. On those gifts this time. After my last time I played the game, I didn't. I spent too much time not giving out the gifts to the gods, and probably like a good portion of my time in the game is just me doing that, just not worrying about it. I don't even know like who I'd want on my attack here, but I'm eventually gonna have to take somebody. Like if I get like a purple option, I'd probably take it, honestly. Oh, maybe even a blue. I'd probably take a blue option right here, just to have something, because damage is damage at this point. Having some kind of percentage increase is going to be important, and I guess if I could deflect on it, then. Oh, I forgot that I actually have the healing cutter thing. So I want to be like hitting enemies without my dash attack sometimes. That is not what I was talking about, but blinding flash is fine. I have a little bit of money to spend here. I don't necessarily need the health upgrades. They'd be nice as long as I don't get like one shot by something, I'm good. I'll take that. I'll take that for sure. I was just thinking about how good that Zeus could be here. Oh, Lerny.
Come to fulfill my father's wishes.
The Lernian Bone Hydra. I think we're a little bit stronger this time than we were last time we fought this guy. I'm not sure. I'm definitely killing its heads pretty fast here. Because if I remember, if my memory is treating me right here, we died to this guy in episode 1, actually, of the series. We made it to the Bone Hydra. I don't believe we made it past it though, because I feel like my my sword wouldn't be getting a diamond from him here otherwise. And let me tell you, we are shredding here. I'm not a big fan of the enemies being able to hang out over the lava like that, but and that was almost a perfect Hydra fight. I think I might have got hit at the beginning, but I don't remember. That was kind of nuts.
Good, no more heads.
Like, I'm impressed. We did some work there. But now we move on.
You're going nowhere.
We move on into the new area.
Check.
Pretty blue land. That's what I like to call this place.
Elysium.
Otherwise known as Elysium.
The rare heavenly splendors of Elysium, reserved for only the most great of mortal souls, spread forth luxuriantly all about the fire-stepping prince.
Luxuriantly? Really?
I think that's a word, Zag. I can't be certain, but I think it is. So these enemies are very difficult. Comparatively, this is the difficulty spike of the game. The first two areas are kind of like make this area look very hard. Rather, this area makes the first areas look like a joke. You know, it's kind of funny. I think that on my last series of Hades, on the blood price update, this is the aspect of the sword I had when I won. 10% chance that it's not take damage is pretty good. I'm honestly gonna take some HP here. It's not gonna be a lot of HP I get from it since I'm reduced by 60% or whatever. But just having the ability to not die here is gonna be important.
Who are you? Do your worst.
Because we're getting into the territory of enemies that's doing more damage to me. Which is terrifying. Yeah, so it's 10 HP per. Ooh. I don't have money, so I might as well take this challenge room. So these rooms, I don't know if we've done one of these yet on the series or not, but it gives you the option to choose between two gods. And I'm gonna take Zeus here, because the Athena one doesn't really have any issues here. My opinion. Let's take lightning reflexes, sure.
Zeus?
We Olympians,
We didn't
Give me Athena.
I was really hoping to get
Let's give her a show then.
I was really hoping to get like an augment for my jolt, my lightning effects, but beggars can't be choosers. I would give Zeus a gift probably because I really like Zeus runs, especially on the bow. I think having a good bow Zeus run is very fun. We just timed that so perfectly. I wasn't sure how long I didn't know what the delay on the bow boys shooting their bow attacks at us is. And what do you want to give me? What do you want to give me? Defiance restores more health. Resist damage. Just straight up resist damage. If you had shown up earlier, I would have loved you because you're Your attack would have been really good.
Long spears.
And I know that they can replace their boons, but
That one's rearming.
it's not rearming because it's deading. But we have Zappy Boys now, so I really hope that we get some more Zappy Boy boons here, though, because not being too zappy is not very bueno.
He's fully recovered.
Oh, I guess I didn't see that I killed one down there, I guess. Maybe he got hit by the arrows or something. We do have Rupture, don't we? I forgot that we have our things rupture our foes.
Shining.
Come on, give me... Hey, I'll take Zeus. That's a good one to get there.
Chariots.
Chariots are fine, Zag. Don't freak out about them. They're not... They seem like big money, but they aren't really too big money. Now, Bright Shields, on the other hand, these guys are big money. I think that these are some of the worst enemies in the game to fight against. I think they're very well designed, but they're very difficult to fight against because they block all damage from one side of them. So you have to get yourself to a vantage point to where you can get a big hit from behind.
For me,
Sure. This one sounds fun. And then we'll take some more Poseidon. Like, I'm glad that we're getting boons now, because going that long without upgrades.
Minos.
You come from the bowels of hell. This is not your place.
This is kind of weird, because I don't...
Agreed on both counts. Just passing through, so if you'll excuse me.
I will not. The champion of Elysium would never back down from such a contest.
Wait, you're not the champion of Elysium. You're the Bull of Minos. I can't imagine who's even stronger than you. Is it Heracles? Tell me it's Heracles.
I will not.
I was really trying to avoid
You talk too much.
getting a mini boss encounter here. Because this guy is, he's no joke, honestly. So if I don't speak here for a moment, it's because I'm concentrating, trying not to die here.
Here he comes.
I'm not sure why they decided to make a full boss as a mini boss, but they did. So here we are. But I'm not Super Giant Games. I think that they could have maybe made him have a little bit less HP for the mini boss fight, but later points it's kind of understandable.
Well fought. Though your technique pales in comparison to that of the champion.
I think you hit me once, Asterius.
I expect you'll soon see for yourself.
I think you hit me once.
I beat the Bull of Minos.
I did beat the Bull of Minos. Good job, Zagreus.
In the name of Hades. We can switch to a different boon.
I think I take Typhoon's Fury here. Because then I didn't just get a ton of damage from dashing enemies into walls. Which, I mean, I'm already doing anyways, so that enemy's just going to chill out there on over that, There we go, I got it. We get the kill. There we go. It's dead now. So I don't have to worry about him anymore. I'm not gonna let those enemies get into that corner where I can't hit them anymore. So one thing to note is that my dash attack doesn't count for the lifesteal here. More gifts are nice. More gifts are really nice. I need to remember to actually give them out. Let's see, I don't have very many. I have 8 keys. I need like 60.
Strongbows.
Strongbows are fine. I'm not too concerned about them, honestly. Light spears are a little yikey. The shield breakers are also a little scary. And that's gonna be the end of the room. Yeah, let's go. That went really well. And I will take the hammer here. It should be the end of the level too. So we're about to see the third boss here. I never use the thrust on this thing. That thrust is so it's so slow to get off. So, but 40% crit chance is kind of cool.
I warned you, short one. Now you face a foe more terrible even than I. The only other foe whom I have ever faced who bested me.
Hold, fiend! You'll walk not one more step toward the light of day, so long as I am here.
Theseus, no way. You two are legends. I'd be honored if we had a sporting contest here.
A naked attempt to sway me from my convictions. Defend yourself, you blackguard, and may the gods show you some mercy, for I shall not.
I don't like the way he says blackguard, because it definitely says blackguard. Once again, though, I'm probably gonna be concentrating a little bit on this fight because I would like to see a victory come out of this run. We have a pretty decently good run going. Considering we already have Asterius at half HP. If we're gonna be saying anything about that. Asterius also has us kind of at half HP here. I want to at least see if we should be able to beat Theseus and Asterius here. Especially since I get hit once and I get the protective shield from losing too much of my percentage of HP at once. This is just the boring part of the fight. The first phase of Theseus takes way too long to get through. And then you get this. And this is where he actually becomes a threat because he gets god powers. And you get to dodge all the Dionysus bubbles every time he attacks. Or does a spin attack that poisons you. But we win, so it's fine. We did surprisingly really well there.
That'll do.
This is a really stinking long run too. Like a really stinking long run. We have a lot of money, so I'm actually gonna take I'm gonna take my money into this area for a special reason that you'll see in a second. So, if we get our first win here, I'll be kind of impressed. And next run, I think.
Oh, no, not this.
You see, the final boss is actually Cerberus.
The multi-headed Cerberus stands vigilant before the underworld's entryway. large enough to attempt to pass, or far too graphic to describe.
So it's really come to this, boy. After everything we've been through. Well then, this is how it has to be. There's nothing left to say. Except for, on your guard. No, but seriously, boy. I know why you're here. There has to be a way to make you look the other way. What if I help you with the satyr problem? Would you let me go? Please. I have to find Persephone. My mother. You know what this means to me.
He has to find Persephone.
Hesitation and deliberation.
Okay, so we don't actually have to fight Cerberus. This is a disgustingly bad shot. I'm gonna save up for the Hermes boon, but that's really bad. I guess we're being kind of forced into the Dionysus route too. But this is the gimmicky floor. So the other floors, like, they kind of have their gimmicks. The first one's kind of a tutorial floor. Then you have Asphodel with the lava, and then Elysium with all the enemies that can respawn. This one is tunnels with poison, which I'm gonna try my best to not get poisoned because the poison debuff in this is so awful to play with. But it comes up like that, and it deals damage very quickly to your HP. But if you clear these rooms, it gets rid of the poison immediately, so the reason I wanted to take all the Poseidon dash stuff is specifically for this area too. Because Poseidon just shreds. These are pretty small rooms in general, so. But none of these enemies are. They're not technically the spirits from the underworld that we've been fighting, so they like spawn in special ways that aren't just like poofing into existence. That guy was very tanky. Like, look, they crawl out of the ground or fall from the ceiling or whatnot. I'm a little spooked here, honestly, because the poison control center doesn't answer their phones fast enough for Zagreus to be poisoned this many times.
The gods have spoken.
Hey, that's pretty good. I don't know why it didn't give me the unique dialogue there.
This can get me out of here.
But I think that might push me over the edge of
Where to?
Let's take the other boon. We'll take boons here. But now every time that I dash into an enemy, they get zapped as well as my attack zapping, so it's like extra zappitude. What do you want to give me? What do you want to give me? Come on. Something good. Trap steal extra damage? Sure. I should get the money for the Hermes boon throughout these rooms, hopefully. If not, we can just do the money tunnel too. Because I want that Hermes. So every one of these tunnels has a chance to be the end. Like this. This is the end. So.
Look, man, I am feeling generous right now. Know what I mean? And so.
Oh, he's gonna give me a purple.
All right.
Which is honestly the best thing there. Gives me a gift and 12 max HP. So.
It's no use.
Coming
right up.
Let's go ahead and go in. Let's do.
That's quite a stash there, Charon.
I'm actually just gonna buy this and then probably get going with what I have.
All right, boy, I got your favorite treat. But
Terrifying Cerberus.
So we give him the satyr sect that we just found.
And scans the darkened hall for where.
So we have made it to the furthest reaches of the game here. I'm a little terrified because this is not an easy fight that we're about to go into. But
wow.
There he stands.
Of course.
I never grew accustomed to the air up here. It gusts senselessly whichever way it pleases. I suppose you must prefer it to the stillness of the air below.
You know, you're right. The air up here seems pretty good so far. But I will reserve judgment till I've had my fill. I have to say, though, Father, the Helm of Darkness suits you. I'm touched you dust it off on my account.
It should not have had to come to this. For all your antics with me yet around the house, I always kept my temper, have I not? Unlike you.
Well, let's see. You've berated me repeatedly and often. You've lied to me, mustered your wretched forces to kill me over and over, but sure, I'll grant you that you've always kept most of your anger bottled up. All that's about to change, then?
We're gods, boy. Killing one another is our lot. Although I always thought I was above it. I told you that you cannot leave this place. It seems I must enforce my rules myself.
He's sending me home.
You're going home
now.
I suppose that you must hate the very sight of me.
I'm gonna try my best to just like shred this boss, which I think it's possible. I think that he's not really too difficult as a boss. I'm just I'm a very impatient person who doesn't take my time fighting. But he has that attack that he just lodges the. I guess he didn't hit me with it. Okay, so he has this here. So he summons he spawns in some enemies that have a lot of armor. Which, I mean, apparently I just shred armor for some reason. I don't remember getting upgrades that necessarily kills armor, but... Oh, this is really bad. I have no health. Okay, we're back up to half. Getting a bright shield here is yikes. But surprisingly, we're making the comebacks on the health pretty much every time consistently. Okay, so we beat phase 1, which yes, there's a phase 2.
To have been brought this low by my own ungrateful child, I would expect such treatment from my brothers, but from you.
Yikes. Okay, so that's even more yikey. I wasn't expecting him to hit me that hard that fast. I'm concentrating super hard right now.
You had your chance.
Because I have a chance at victory here. Also, this song is sick. I've always loved that the Hades boss fight music is just the theme song of the game, but like even more epic. No, we did it! Yo, we won. Episode 3 victory? Question mark.
How? You go then. Go! Get out of here! Get out!
I told you that I would, Father. And I'm going to. Goodbye.
Wait. Wait, just... If you find her... If you somehow find her... Tell her something for me. Tell her Cerberus is doing very well.
What? Wait, I don't think I owe you any favors here. So answer me one question and I'll give it some thought. How's that?
I know your question, boy. But ask it anyway.
Persephone. My mother. Why did she leave?
Blood and darkness. There is no escape.
Goodbye, Hades.
Goodbye, Father.
And with that, we have achieved our first victory. The first of many, according to the top right there. We haven't even unlocked all the weapons yet, chat.
Blood.
But here we are. Victory number 1. I was planning on having this video uploaded in 7 minutes because I wasn't expecting to win the run.
Frozen overlook. Await the first glimpse of the sun to your left, and onward through the cold. Sure hope this works, Nix.
I really like that our feet leave like melted snow and stuff behind.
The surface, windswept, racked by freezing cold, nonetheless instills within the prince a sense of awe and the sublime, for it is unlike anything that he has seen.
It's beautiful.
So this part's, I think that this is very important to stop and look at because I missed this the first time I came through here.
Thing. That's the sun.
We're not in the underworld anymore, Zagreus. This is the real world. Like it or not, this is where you'll be for the rest of your life. Or will it? I hate that it forces you into this like slow walk through this area though.
What is this? A cat.
There it goes. Okay.
Who's there?
Hello?
Hello. Pray, who might you be wandering all the way out here? You're trespassing on private property, you know. Speak up.
You must be Persephone. My name is Zagreus, and I think I might be your son.
What? How dare! Get out of here! Get out or I shall make you! Out.
No, so then you are her. I don't care if you hate me, but I'm not leaving until I get some answers. I never even knew you existed. Why did you leave me?
You died. You died. Those burning feet, they sputtered out when you were born. But now you're standing here before me. How?
I died? I died? What, you mean permanently died? But I'm alive. Oh, gods. You never even knew I existed either.
Alive. Zagreus, he even kept your name. You live. How can this be? You live. You live. Oh, the cruel fates. My son.
Mother. In short, I beat him finally, though he did everything he could to prevent our meeting here like this. But there's something he wanted me to tell you in the end. He said to tell you Cerberus is doing very well.
He told you that, did he? That's good. That's good. Though, tell me something, Zagreus. How is it that you found me? To have journeyed all this way, I scarce believe it. Zagreus?
Oh, guess I'm just a little tired, that's all. Not accustomed to the weather, as I think you call it.
No. No, that isn't it. It's that you cannot stay here. You can't stay here.
Really, you're kicking me out? Why?
The fates are cruel, Zagreus. You're bound to that place. Same as your father. So they would have us say goodbye. For now. My heart soars knowing you live. Then it breaks that our time together was so brief.
No. I can come back. I can come back. Now that I found you, maybe he'll just let me come back.
You tell him I demand it. And I demand he also tell me how come he, or for that matter Nyx, never sent notice that you lived. Olympus is all rife with schemers. But I was so naive to think that they were different.
I'll tell him. I'll tell him. I feel awful. I have to go.
The Styx shall take you then. Oh, Zagreus. Farewell, my son. Won't you come back to me? When you are able, please. Come back. I shall be waiting here. However long it takes.
However long it takes. Can't hold on. Mother, I have to get back there.
Alrighty. And that's how the game ends.
He's finally returned.
I'm gonna talk to everybody real quick.
I found her, sir. My mother, she's alive and well, and... but I just couldn't stay up there for very long. I have to get back to her.
You really made it all the way? You must have gotten past your father. That's amazing, lad. But wait, what was she like? What happened to you there?
She was great. Nothing like father, more like you a little bit, I guess. Though being on the surface, it just seemed to suck the life right out of me. Even without the wretches of the underworld trying to do me in.
But then you had a little time at least. Sounds like you have unfinished business with her there. You got to her this once. Surely you're able to again, isn't that right?
It is. I have to speak with her.
You are late, boy. Have you any idea what time it is?
No. Wait, what? I vanquished you in single combat and finally found Mother, and that's all you have to say to me?
Nonsense. Don't you think I would recall such an event?
You can't be serious. You're going to pretend as though it never happened. She wants answers same as I do. She demands you let me pass. Let me go to her again.
Silence. This discussion is over. I hardly think this is the time or place to indulge your overwrought imagination.
I know where we can continue this discussion.
I don't think that we can buy anything else new here. Because we still haven't gotten any gemstones.
Zagreus, please tell me that the rumors are untrue. You really vanquished him. Have you completely lost your mind? You're going to destroy this blasted house.
Come on, Meg. Father had it coming for some time. What's your concern besides? The house is safe.
He's not going to take this lying down. He'll find some way to take it out on you, on all of us. You watch yourself or all of us will pay.
Okay, whatever, Meg.
I will not let that happen.
Whatever.
Hey, room.
So here, I could toss my keys into this to unlock the next two things, but I'm really not all that keen on that. So what's gonna happen here is we're just gonna go in here, and I'm gonna go ahead and end the episode here. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why don't you let me know? Leave it in the comments here. And for now, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.